Well, Secretary General of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, John Musgrove, is adamant that B.U.T's President Belinda Wilson will remain on suspension until the annual general meeting in June. Members of the Appeals Committee, however, are accusing Musgrove and other executives of acting illegally and not in line with the union's constitution. Meanwhile, Ms. Wilson says she's considering her options. Carla Palmer reports about the ongoing dispute.
I'm really hoping also that we do not have to take the legal route, that we'll be able to deal with the matter internally.
President of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Belinda Wilson, may in fact just have to resort to taking legal action in order to return to a post as B.U.T's president with all rights and privileges, in spite of the union's appeals committee ruling in her favor to lift her suspension. B.U.T's Secretary General John Musgrove says he's not accepting the decision of the Appeals Committee.
First of all, the process with the Appeals Committee, the findings should have been delivered to the Secretary General. The Secretary General should have then informed the President, the aggrieved parties in writing of the decision. That decision was taken from the Secretary General's office, and the Appeals Committee firstly overstepped their bounds by delivering their decision to the aggrieved parties. So it is from then is unconstitutional.
To me, it's a bunch of rubbish because we did everything within the confines of the Constitution.
The persons were compromised. The persons who were elected came to the meeting with the intent, and they stated their intent on the record in a minute of the meeting that they were there just to overturn our decision.
I was duly elected by the members. I was given a portfolio by the Secretary General along with the two other persons who were members of that committee. I did not take a portfolio off anybody's table.
The Constitution states that the appeal decision is final and it can only be overturned by the AGM.
There's nothing in our Constitution that says that the Executive Committee must listen to anybody else other than the AGM. The Appeals Committee is just a small faction, and the Appeals Committee did not come from the 4 districts.
What is interesting in all of this is that the very people who are accusing and saying that what the Appeals Committee did is not going to be recognized were called before. They were given written invitations to appear before the Appeals Committee, and they refused to come.
The Executive Committee, in between AGMs, rules the Bahamas Union of Teachers, not Belinda Wilson, not any Appeals Committee. This Executive Committee, we have 11 persons who are resolved and enforcing the suspension.
Musgrove says the union's vice president, Zane Lightburn, will remain acting president of the union. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.